Hey everyone, I'm here to show you my 3 favorite drugstore foundations. One of them is very new and I did a review video on this, well, first impressions. It is the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 Foundation plus SPF 20. And they actually have something called what is it? It's the CoverGirl Queen All Day Flawless, which is a 3-in-1. So it's the CoverGirl Queen version with, I believe there's either 12 or 14 shades for darker skin tones, for deep ethnic skin tones, which is really, really excellent. A lot of foundations in the drugstores don't have a wide variety. My issue where I live is that the CoverGirl Queen collection, they don't sell it around here. You have to go to drugstore.com, walmart.com, or Target websites. Because I actually wanted to try the Queen Collection one in the shade Sand. I thought the undertone might be a little bit better for me, but it's sold out of the Walmart website. Can't find it anywhere right now. So this one I've been using is just the regular CoverGirl line, the Stay Fabulous, and this one, there was a deep shade in the drugstore that I saw. I can't remember which color it was. This one is called Golden Tan, and this is the shade that I wear in this one by CoverGirl that I really like, Golden Tan. Except this is 157 and this is 857. This is the tone Rehab. This is full coverage. Well, for me, because I use 2 layers of it. I believe that it can be medium to full coverage. It's very buildable. It is supposed to give the lasting power of a primer, coverage of a concealer, blendability of a foundation, shine free. I love how it covers everything, gives a flawless look completely, keeps my face matte. In the wintertime, my skin is more dry. As it starts to warm up, it tends to get more on the combination oily side. Right now, my T-zone gets oily throughout the day, and I have to use the blot papers. This one I don't have to blot. It keeps my face completely matte, and I like it. But the coverage is so full coverage that it's a little bit too much for me for everyday use. I don't like to have completely full coverage every day, only for special occasions or when I feel I need more coverage. But for everyday use, I don't particularly need full coverage. So that's why this isn't something that I'll be using every day, but I'll still be using it. Really, really like it. One that I love, this is the Revlon PhotoReady Airbrush Mousse Makeup, and this is in the shade Rich Ginger. For some odd reason, my drugstore Rite Aid only goes up to the shade below this. So I have to go to either Walmart or Target to get Rich Ginger, which is a shame. I believe it goes up to shade Caramel, and it comes out as a mousse, but it blends right out to a liquid foundation. And it's different from the Maybelline mousse type foundation, the one that's a foam, because that one actually comes out as a foam and it's more liquidy, and that one is more mattifying. Blends right out. There are shimmers through it, but it's not so much that, oh, you could see shimmer all over your face. It doesn't really show up like that. I really, really like this. I would say it's light to medium coverage. I use about 2 layers for the desired coverage that I'd like. Well, about this much. I have it on now, and I've been wearing it. What time did I put this on? I put it on around 8:30 this morning. It's 9:15 at night, and I did have to blot around 3:15 today, just in my T-zone. I set this with the MAC Studio Care Blend pressed powder with a big fluffy brush. I really like this foundation. It blends like a dream. Love the way it blends out. Love the way it covers. It covers really well. Because it's a mousse type foundation, you wouldn't think that it'd have good coverage. So I really, really like this foundation. I recommend it for dry, normal to dry, or normal skin types. If you're more oily, you need to set this with a powder. It's a very nice foundation. It's more on the pricier side though. I believe it's around $10 or so, depending on where you get it. This one was pricier as well. It was $12.99 at Rite Aid. And I believe it was $12.99 at Target. I had a $2 off coupon. A lot of people are saying that they found it for only $6. Not around here where I live. The last one is the Covergirl and Olay Tone Rehab. As you can see, I've used a lot. And I purchased this last Christmas. Not this past Christmas, but Christmas of 2011. But I had gotten it in the shade 160, which was too dark. Shade 157 fits me perfectly. Love it. I'd say this is more demi-matte. It's not dewy. It's not completely matte. Like, this is completely matte. This is more of a dewy type foundation. This is demi-matte. Right in the middle. And this has a serum, which is a primer mixed with foundation. And there'll be the white swirls through it. You can't really see since I've used so much. Another one, it blends like a dream. The coverage, I would say, is medium. It's not super full coverage, but it's not light either. It's not light sheer coverage. Right in the middle. It is buildable. You can set it with a powder. I sometimes do, sometimes I don't. You don't really need to. It's a 2-in-1 foundation. And I really, really like the Covergirl and Olay line. I like this product, and I did get the Covergirl and Olay Concealer Balm in shade medium. I'm really impressed. I'm very, very picky about concealers. I've been using the same one for the past 3 or 4 years, the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Concealer. But that concealer balm from Covergirl and Olay, the coverage is amazing. It's moisturizing, but it's not moisturizing enough that it slides off your face. It's really good in conjunction with this. And I think I want to try the Covergirl and Olay pressed powder to go along with this, just for the simple fact that my MAC Studio Care Blend pressed powder, which I love, I'm almost done with my second compact, and it's quite pricey. $27.50, I believe, either $27 or $27.50, and it is quite expensive. As much as I love it, I'm thinking that the Covergirl and Olay Tone Rehab, this brand, I'm thinking that the powder might be good because it looks similar. It's supposed to be a smooth, non-cakey powder. So I'd love to try that out. I always have a little trial and tribulation when picking my shades. Took me 2 tries. This is my second try for a good shade on this. This is my second try for a good shade on this. Rich Ginger is great for my skin. And I just randomly picked this out. What I actually did at Target, I took it off. I put a little bit on my finger. And they have these mirrors over by the makeup section with a tissue. So I tried it on my cheek. I guess you're really not supposed to do that, but I did it. So that's how I got my shade with this. Those are my 3 favorite drugstore foundations. I'm really picky about foundations. I used to just disregard drugstore foundations altogether. I didn't think the quality was good. I think it would be hard to find the perfect shade. Honestly, one of the few high-end foundations that I love, which is the MAC Studio Sculpt, shade NW40. That one is $30. I like it a lot. I like the Oxygen Wow by Benefit. I like the Makeup Forever Face and Body. But certain high-end foundations like the NARS Sheer Glow, that is basically the same as a drugstore quality foundation in my opinion, and it doesn't even come with a pump. So to me, a lot of people love that foundation. It's $42. The NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, $42. I'm almost done with it because I used it a lot this summer, but I did get it with 20% off. That's something I won't purchase again because yes, it's a nice tinted moisturizer, but it didn't do anything special for me to justify $42. So there are good drugstore products out there, a lot of nice things for the spring and summer. I'm loving Covergirl right now. I never used to like that brand at all before. Well, actually, my first powder was a Covergirl product back when I was in junior high and high school, but I was never a big fan of them. I really like the new nail gloss. They last a week plus until whenever I take it off. And a lot of the expensive nail polishes I've used, they chip off so easily. CoverGirl doesn't. I like that Jumbo Gloss Balm by CoverGirl. The Lip Perfection lipsticks, love them. I love the Liquid Lime Blast liners. I really like CoverGirl right now. But Revlon, L'Oreal, so many new items out there in the drugstores. Maybelline, I like their nail polishes. So it's worth checking out drugstore items, and these three drugstore foundations are really nice. Once again, this is good for full coverage, matte. It gives about the same amount of coverage as the MAC Studio Sculpt, if that helps. So this is good for oily combination skin. I wouldn't really recommend it for dry skin because it is mattifying. This is good for right in the middle. I'd say normal to dry, even normal to combination. It's demi-matte. Older skin, mature skin. And this one I would say is really, really good for normal to dry or normal skin type. It's a dewy. I hope this helped you out with finding a good drugstore foundation. I have very sensitive skin. These, I can wear them with no problem. So I hope that helps, and I hope everyone has a great week.